I see we make it to the playoffs. Come on.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're going to see Mark Andrews. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Ravens and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helping the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there on a 1st down. From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Oh, God.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 empty. God.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches. A T. Higgins size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cut.
Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down in the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Chidobe Awuzie.
They give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson will throw again. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Burrow. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all the week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased down left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw.
What the fuck?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, we're going to get this out to Chase. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow's throwing to the hands of Sample. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Oh, what the
Connects
fuck?
quickly to Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, fuck. God dog it, man.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the
God.
play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. Oh, he dropped
The ball
it.
was there,
And
man.
that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
God, man. I don't have nobody
Meanwhile,
open.
a pass that should have been intercepted.
Nobody.
But it winds up falling incomplete.
And that, very nearly a second interception of this first quarter. He's been really loose with the football, and that's going to need to change as this game moves along.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Wait a minute, why the fucking clock print?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. The Bengal pressure
I have no
gives him that
defense.
time. Down he goes.
Come on.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And my
No
goodness,
offensive
they're
line
out
at
of
all.
timeouts here in this first quarter. Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Shit.
21-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay.
Here's Jackson.
What the fuck?
Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take
This is a bunch of shit, man. God.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Incomplete.
We need to step up our defense.
Because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. And getting this just
How in the fuck?
spotted at the 49.
God, man.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
They tackle so slow.
Getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. On target to his man, Likely. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
I knew it.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to have it here at the 9-yard
swear to God, man. How is this
He's got
possible?
3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
God, man.
Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Elliott running right. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The give is to Elliott. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. A give to Elliott. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down at about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Hill. Shreds the tackle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They give it to Hill running right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Pushes past him. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. That is
Finally, a
into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to at least get 1 score back. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
On the
There's
defense.
a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Burrow.
I left him wide open.
That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
God.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Second and 10 now, Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That time they get him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow.
Are you fuck? Oh my God.
And he will slide to a stop.
How is that?
First down. The Bengals going to use the second of their
My
timeouts.
God,
As
man.
the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
11 mighty. 11
Now it's
mighty.
Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Touchdown Bengals! T. Higgins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
I don't even know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we said, well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of it, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
They go play action with Jackson. Complete to Likely. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Tough there, good pass pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to Mixon on second down.
What the fuck?
Ooh, the juke.
I have no defense.
The 35-yard line.
No defense at all.
58 yards now on the ground on
No
just 7
defense.
carries. Defense really kept him in
Yes,
check
sir.
running the football in the
Run,
first half.
pass.
Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
The ball throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the
God.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, now they're going to double team.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game film and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timing.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Burrow.
Wide open.
And he is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. There he goes again. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49.
A gain of 31 yards.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Look at the big man rumble. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to wonder why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go, here we go. The hot! The hot!
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On second down, here's the option.
God almighty.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
How does...
Joe Burrow, 30 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Oh, what
After the
a
touchdown,
disappointment.
McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Oh, what
My
the...
goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram.
You gotta be kidding me.
He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals.
I got hit.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On target to his man, Likely. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. They'll take it into the end end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to claw one back. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and out of roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
At the 31-yard line.
11 Thomas. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Edwards. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Once more, Edwards. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Oh, damn.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11 MT, 11 MTs, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Missed it.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They're going to try to.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Jackson. Quick slant complete to OBJ. Touchdown! Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11 Thomas, 12, 12.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And I think they're defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Jet sweep. Boyd with it.
Can we tackle these mother...
About the 20-yard
God,
line.
no!
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
God!
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the
Oh
time he
my
gets
God, I had an interception.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. But now he appears to be in some pain. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon again.
Back force, he's going to score.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start.
No, they're not. I got 4 minutes. Oh, no.
Extra point by McPherson.
Oh,
Up and
stopped
good.
you.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one,
Are you serious?
Goodness, another interception.
God,
He's able to
man.
get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
and they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means it really...
Oh, my God, man.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. Joe Burrow, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Because my defense got tired.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because...
Why is it always...
Interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Burrow will throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
Do y'all ever
The
drop
Bengals
a
are going to
pass?
have first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
11 MT, 11, 11, 11, 11 mighty.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
I can't. I don't have timeouts.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
11 MT, 11, 11, 11. Don.
Mixing up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Now third and goal.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Too many turnovers.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
I threw for more
Meanwhile,
yards
for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Well, chat, I'm going to have to regroup. Stop throwing it over to stop at the turnovers. Yep, but see if we can push. We get to hit 7 wins. Gotta hit 7 wins. I know I am turning that difficulty down some because I got blown out. Maybe. Well. Maybe I'm not. Yeah. Exactly. I gotta check my graphics because
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you staff point when you have enough to see what affect each. Some talent trees make you select a path to follow.
I don't understand. It said upgrade available. What? Okay, so we gotta play the Colts. Oh, they're 2-0. All right, chat. Let's see if we can make a run to the playoffs. I guess 7 wins. Try to get 7-1.